replicate as best I can. But as I was starting to say, it started with dreams and ideas and things that were bubbling up from my subconscious, and then at some point figuring out, going on this mission to figure out what I was trying to tell myself. Um, this one was one that I started very early, really looking at it as a producer as well, and saying, okay, well, this is, obviously, if this movie gets made, it's not going to be a huge budget, and so let's mine the things that work that don't require a huge budget. That is, so that's why I put a lot of the horror and the scares in the dialogue, in the performances, in the moments, in the ideas.
Man, Jordan Peele is dope. He dope. Jordan Peele, Us, Get Out, producer of Candyman, a new sequel to the Candyman from back in the day, 30 years ago. But in this episode, Jordan Peele talks about how his story developed from his dreams and ideas. And what a lot of us do, myself included, we don't pay attention to enough of our, experiences, daily experiences, the ideas we have, the dreams that pop up. We kind of overlook them, but honestly, that's the story itself. A lot of times before I can even sit down and write or, jot down an outline to a story or whatever it may be, as far as me forming a story or getting ready to create an idea or whatever the case may be. It's something I always think about. Is in my mind. It's like I see the story or the movie at least 50, 60 times before I even get a chance to sit down and actually physically write it down and bring the story to life. So by the time that we go through pre-production, production, editing, and actually like presenting it to the world, I've actually seen it hundreds, if not thousands of times, from the edits, from replaying the scene over in my head before we actually get on set to shoot it. So pay attention to your ideas, your dreams, whatever that comes about the story. It might not be in order how you may want it, to display it to the world. But just always try to keep in mind, it's a reason that you had this idea. It's a reason that you had this dream. It's a reason that you thought about this. It's a reason that this popped up. Just try to, not be too hard on yourself, because, I do the same thing. But just try to have a clear mind when you're creating your story, whether you're doing an outline or just getting your characters together, or you just have a title. A lot of times people have just a title and then they build a story around that title, so it's whatever's your comfort level, whatever is the best way for you to pretty much tell a story. And like Jordan mentioned, a lot of times starting off micro budget, guerrilla style filmmaking, you don't have the budget. Let's keep it real. You don't have the budget. Everybody have life going on. And some people do have the funds. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying those who can get financing or invest or crowdfunding and things like that. And I'll talk more about that in other episodes of Film Homage. But whatever you can do just think of something, simplify your idea. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no Fast and the Furious budget right now. I mean, you might got 100 million. Cool, you might. But I'm saying, I'm talking realistically. Whatever your budget is you have to be more creative. Instead of doing that action-filled movie, do something where it take place at one location. Do a free location, like the park or, the basketball court or inside a car. Just don't, get in your own way. Don't, think that because you don't have X amount of dollars, you can't do this. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many resources now available to everyone. The playing field is kind of even now. It's not oh, wow, I'll never be able to reach the audience a Jordan Peele reach or, a Bill Duke, you know what I mean? Or Marlon Wayans or someone like that. But the playing field is even. It's about being more creative. It's about being consistent and just having fun and believing in yourself or whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? A lot of people put all this pressure on themselves, and if they really just clear their mind, be patient with themselves, and focus on what they need to do, taking the small steps, for a bigger outcome, they'll have more results, they'll be more productive. And, another thing you have to avoid is watching others and seeing where others are at in their career, or what they're doing, or what they're about to do, or they're getting ready to release, or they're getting ready to, man, don't allow nobody to rush you to release your art. This is your art. This is something that's going to outlive you. This is something that you're going to pass on to your friends, family, loved ones. So don't rush your journey, your process for no one else. You understand me? So everybody just pay attention to, and we talking specifically storytelling. Just pay attention to the story that you want to tell. It don't matter what the genre. It could be romantic, thriller, sci-fi. It doesn't matter. Just flush the story out. What I mean by flush the story is just tell it. Just put it out there. Now, when you put it out there, I'm not saying, hey, the final version, you ready to submit it to Film Fest. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about putting it down on paper or in your notes, or texting it to yourself, or sending yourself an email, however you need to get that story in front of you so you can look at it with your eyes. Because there's something about seeing, like, it's just like writing down your goals. You can have your goals in mind, but it's something about when you physically see them on paper or post it or however you have them. It's just something about it. It just helps you, like, have better, like, tunnel vision, or tune in much more deeper into what you're trying to accomplish. But those ideas and dreams, think like Jordan Peele. I mean, he has a lot of experience with, small projects, large projects, $1 million projects, whatever. But the thing he mentioned in his video was that he's think as like a producer. So a producer pretty much connect the dots. The dots. They're resourceful, and they make sure that they get the final result that they was looking for, ultimately. So, you might be, say for instance, you have a $500 budget. So if you have a zero budget, your mind is, okay, I need to do something that's outdoor, so that way I don't have to pay for no lighting or get a grip guy and electricity or anything like that. And then you can probably avoid having a permit, to, film in a park. That's, everyone runs in the park. People walk their dogs, their pets, whatever. So that's a location that's good. You can use, you can do X and one that you know that live in an apartment complex. You know, get permission from the apartment complex first, and then the person that's, you know, leasing the apartment or whatever, or Airbnb. You know, talk to the owner, be honest with them, let them know, hey, I got a small crew. It's myself and whoever, and we're gonna do this, this, and this. Let them know that you are safe. If you have insurance, I advise you to get it. It's inexpensive. We'll talk about that in another episode. But basically what I'm getting at is no excuses to shoot a film. There's no excuses to get your art out here. So just, you know, act on those things that, you know, that's on your heart. You know, pursue whatever it is you're trying to do. And it's just not about filmmaking. It's about anything. If you're trying to get a degree, you want to be a, you know, a business owner, you want to, you know, do real estate, whatever. I'm saying just, you know, act on it. Keep it in your mind. Don't, you know, just, I know life get in the way and I know a lot of things goes on, but don't forget about, you know, that dream that was given to you or that idea, because it's important. It's very important. And, you know, our obligation is to, you know, find our purpose and share our gifts. So, continue to stay focused. Definitely. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Film Homage. We out.
This video is sponsored by Respect Every Dreamer clothing brand. Please visit us at redclothingapparel.com. That's redclothingapparel.com. Receive 15% off on your first purchase by using the code RED15. That's code RED15.